Welcome back to World Drum Club. I'm Kalani, and I've got a couple really fun instruments to share with you guys in this lesson. I've got a couple caxixi right here, and I've got the cabasa. So I'm going to show you some of the traditional ways these are played. I'm also going to show you some tips and tricks so you can get the most out of these really fun instruments. All right, let's get started with the caxixi. The caxixi is a Brazilian name, Caxixi, and it's a basket shaker. It's got a woven shell and a handle. And then on the bottom, this particular one has a piece of coconut shell. You find these with pieces of gourd, even the tops of aluminum cans or tin cans. They can be synthetic. It can be made out of all kinds of things. Just that the bottom is kind of hard. Traditionally, it's probably a calabash or gourd, but coconut sounds great. All right, really nice instrument, very nutty sounding, kind of rich, crunchy. It's a warm sound with a lot of bright qualities to it. So it's got a good mix. It really cuts through. Great for just laying down a steady beat and accompanying drumming or even singing, anything where you need a steady beat. And you know, one thing I really like about the caxixi is that they're not too loud. As you can see, I can play it and talk over it. So it's not super loud like some of the shekere rattles and things that we have. So it's a medium volume instrument. Couple tips. So if you're playing or you're going to show somebody else how to play these, people have a tendency to want to grab it by the handle, of course, and do this. Now, while there's nothing ultimately wrong with that, it is going to put a lot of pressure on this handle. And if you have caxixis in the classroom or you use them in your kit and you give them to participants where you haven't shown them how to properly hold it, you might find that these are starting to break and get frayed and kind of wear out. So this handle is really just to kind of stick your finger through or use it as a guide. It's not really a handle to play the instrument unless you're going to be holding it like this and playing straight down. So just to let your participants know, if you give this to a student, ask them to, I always say, hold the mouse by the body and not by the tail. All right, so grab it like this around the body. You can even play a caxixi like a shaker. And you guys have the shaker lesson, the very long shaker lesson where I taught you all about how to play the shaker. So you can apply the same technique to caxixi, and it's so nice and soft and gentle. Just a really nice sound. Now, that's one action. The other action is going to be turning it. And you can blend the two. So you can play them just straight up and down like this. But I'm a big fan of what I call the reciprocal hand motion when it comes to playing percussion instruments. I feel like for every downstroke, we need to balance that with an upstroke. So something that you can show your students is this technique and then playing a accent or a full, let's call it the bottom sound here, or the gourd sound, every 4 beats or every other beat. In this case, I'm doing it every other stroke. So I'm still using my percussive action stroke, just a regular drumming stroke, but I'm turning my wrist to get the sound. So I think that's really exciting. That could be the first aha moment that you have either for yourself or for your students. Now, let's go up to level 2. Level 2 would be to turn the bottom towards you, but keeping the same percussive reciprocating movement, never changing that. So my movement is da, 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 down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, back and forth, back and forth. All I'm going to do is turn the direction of the shaker, and you'll see that I can play on the downbeats and on the upbeats. Da, 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 da. I think this is super exciting. This would be another level, right? down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. You can mix it up. So take some time, experiment. It takes a little bit of getting used to, but I know you guys can do it. And then when you're ready, you can add another Caxixi. Now this is a bigger one, different sizes. These are both by Tycoon Percussion. Slightly different sounds. Here's the high pitched. Here's a little bit bigger one. So you can see it's a little bit lower pitch, a little bit more crunchy even, a little darker sound. So what I like to do with two Caxixi is kind of mix it up. There's a couple different ways you can do this. You can either play the same thing, which is probably a good place to start. All right, when you're ready, then you can just mix it up and kind of play them however you want to play them. I would do something like... Okay, so I hope you're excited about Caxixi. These types of basket shakers appear in various cultures in West Africa. We use them, we see a type of the same design, and those are called seke. In Brazil, they call them Caxixi. Other countries, they might have other names. So Caxixi is the popular name. Look for those, there's lots of different kinds. These are Tycoon, I really like these, they're crisp, they're well constructed, they sound great. Hey guys, so if you're not a member of World Drum Club, please become a member. If you consume this information, if you enjoy getting these videos and you find this stuff useful, then please demonstrate your support by becoming a World Drum Club member and pledge $1 or $2 for every lesson. That's the way this channel is structured. Basically, I give you guys the stuff. It's kind of like public radio. I put it out there for you guys, and you just reciprocate by saying, hey Kalani, that's awesome, here's $1 or $2 per video. And you can set your monthly maximum, it's not a problem at all. So if you're not a member, go to patreon.com/Kalani and become a member of World Drum Club. Members get extras, extra lessons, extra video, some notation, some audio files, whatever I think is gonna make that lesson even better. So let's do it. All right, thanks for watching you guys. I'll see you in another video.